Hey, Awesomes. Um, I mentioned last time in the video about in use. I got to thinking about that, and I think that's one of the things I think that has given a lot of students in the past particular struggles, the in use part. So I try to always make a. I can't remember if I did a video on this last week or if I mentioned it or whatever. So I thought it doesn't matter. Let's make sure that everyone understands what we mean by that because I say, make sure that you publish it. There's this weird space that WikiHow has. So let's make sure we understand end use. It's very important that you understand that, or at least the person who is putting your stuff onto WikiHow. It is very, very important that this is part of the process so that nothing happens to the work that you do. So we want to try to protect it. All right, so I'm on project 2A on our instructions, right? So I'm going to scroll down. It should be at the bottom of the second page of our project 2A instructions. And this title here, WikiHow publication sometimes requires your added attention. So what this means is, and I think I'm just going to read it because I think it says it. I think I can't say it much better. Moving the draft onto WikiHow means publishing it, right? So we are actually publishing it. However, even in draft form, we must publish rather than simply save an article. We can mark the article as in use, right? And I've got the link here, which will keep multiple editors from joining you as collaborative authors, okay? Our article will be blurred until it passes the article review process. However, anyone who has a link to the article will be able to read it by clicking OK, close, and the dialog, Okay, what that all basically means, while you're putting your steps up, right, you have as much done as you possibly can. Maybe you're still tweaking a few steps. Obviously, you want me to look at it, right? So when I look at it, it should still be in use. Because once you start publishing stuff, right, on WikiHow, their collaborative author system really kicks in, and some people can maybe come in and start making changes or start making edits. So if we don't have it signified as in use, we can lose a lot of the work. So it tells us right in here how to do that. All right, so to go in, open up the article. If you're creating it, proceed to the next step, right? So as you guys are creating it, then you have this section right in here where you have the copy, right? So second thing, you'd obviously access the article editor, and then at some point in there, add in use to the very beginning of the article, right? So see right up here. So once you start, right, or if you're just starting to go on to, and you're in the article editor, I can say it. Make sure you put it in there in use and use these specific brackets for it to work. Okay, so that way, every single time, and even when you send it to me, it should stay in use. Keep your article in use until I at least get a chance to give you that first round of feedback, right? If any feedback is necessary, right? That's okay, right? And even when it's in use, you may have someone come along and make some edits, but that's okay. I'll be able to see the history, okay? I'm very familiar with this. In use just helps us, helps buy us a little time, okay? So even as you're working on it in use, if you notice that stuff is starting to happen or if something just really goes haywire for whatever reason, just let me know. Okay. It's okay. That's all good. That's part of, but that's kind of, it's kind of collaborative in a sense that you guys not only working collaboratively for project 2A and putting your set of instructions together. That's why I try to have as much ready beforehand, then sit down and maybe designate someone to start putting these in, have your graphics ready, put them all in, get it together, make sure it's in use. And then, you'll be sending me the link when it's time to turn them in next week. Okay. Yeah. So the in-use part is very, very important. Then every single time that you go to it, it will start coming up, right? I don't know if it shows an example of what the blurred things look like, but if you go back to your page and it says blurred article still in use, okay, to proceed, just hit okay. And you just go back in and you'll be fine. It's okay. It should come up every single, it should be blurred. When it's in use, it should be blurred. So don't worry about that. That's okay. It doesn't mean anything's wrong. That actually means you've done it right. Okay. And follow the rest of the instructions because you do have to hit publish so that I can see it. But just make sure in use, make sure that you tag this, make sure you follow these instructions and you'll be all set. Okay, guys. All right. Just want to make sure we were all clear on that. So there's no confusion. If you have any questions about that, you just let me know. Okay, guys. All right. Thanks for joining me again. Sorry to bother you again. Have a great week, week 8. Work on your instructions. If you have any questions about any of it, you just let me know. Okay, guys. All right. You guys take care, stay safe, and stay awesome.